partners. And the goal, the ultimate goal is to meet more from this project, to meet more than 25 million participants, especially girls, and not only girls and boys, to see how beautiful and nice and productive the ICT world is. So especially during this project, we have the Girls in Digital campaign and activities, and this webinar is included on this very nice activity where very profound women, as I told you before, is inspiring young people, especially women, to be inside on this computational and technology world. And what is a Girls in Digital activity? It could be interactive workshops, it could be mentoring sessions, inspirational talks, interviews, testimonial, collaborative projects. Today, we have organized a nice sprint, like a hackathon, with a very successful school in Greece that won the first award in the Bebras contest for computational thinking. And now this is the time, I think, to pass to these nice events. Also, we organized with Athena Research Center in schools again, promoting the very, very young people and inspiring of all ages, youth on the kindergarten school, on the primary school, how to see in other eyes the ICT world in a very funny and very productive way. And today, this is going to be a nice opportunity to show you how the computer world, the ICT world is nice, and how to be inside of this world from any thematic sector, not being only computer scientist, but also a philosopher, biologist, physics person. And Amaryllis, I give you the floor to you in order to be interactive to the audience today, show how nice the ICT world is.
Thank you, Elaine, and thank you for the invitation. And it is really interesting and impressive, the whole initiative. And I think it would be really useful, not just this webinar, but the whole initiative for people from different backgrounds to get familiar with the ICT world. So let's move on to the next slide. These are some of the reasons that why I participate and why I think it is important for you to participate in this series of webinars and in this initiative. It is more focused, my approach, to the girls because they have many challenges in this area. So I think it's a good opportunity to raise awareness on gender gap in ICT. Also to highlight some female role models, to promote, of course, innovation, also inspire more young women to join ICT world, then share tips for career if you are considering join ICT. And also, it is a very good opportunity to enable networking, support, build a strong tech community. This is an image I asked the generative AI to produce, and I asked I used the prompt women in ICT. And this is one of the images that it produces. And I found this image, I included, it is a very nice image, I included in the presentation, but also I found it totally wrong because this is not what we want for the women in ICT. We want women to be part of the whole ecosystem. We want them to collaborate with the research teams, the ICT teams, the whole ecosystem that is already available. We don't want to create just an ecosystem just for women. We want to be part of the whole idea, and not in order to thrill or to join the ICT to create smaller female ecosystems. So yeah, it is from the graphical point of view, it is a very nice image, but I included in the presentation just to show that this is not what we want. We want both genders, we want all the teams to work, to collaborate, and not just women with women, men with men. So let's move on with the different challenges and motivation of this ICT world. So there are a lot of challenges, for women even more. It is a domain that requires lifelong learning. We have new technologies, new tools. Every day we have something new, so we have to be up to date in order to be um, to be the professionals we should be, even in the research area or in the industry or whenever someone is working, but always in ICT. There is an area with high workload, with limited resources. Sometimes there is some job instability due to the different technologies. Probably we have new technologies, and the ones you already knew are obsolete. Or we have some issues. And of course, we have some workplace prejudices, especially for women. One of the challenges, but that is also a motivation, is the interdisciplinary nature of ICT, because we are part of ICT, but we should collaborate with different disciplines. This is quite difficult. It is difficult sometimes to explain to someone who doesn't know anything from ICT, to explain what you are doing, how how you are doing what they request and things like that. But on the other hand, it is also one of the motivations because it is you collaborate with different ideas. You are meeting people from different disciplines, and this is also very interesting in order to have a more open mind and make progress in your field. Other motivations are, of course, the sense of purpose, the innovation. It is everywhere in our area. The good work environment, to be honest, in most cases, the work environment in ICT is quite good. And of course, this research and production blend we always have in ICT. Even if you are not working in the research area, there is always this blend even inside the industry, because there is constant progress in this area. So research and production are always together. So let's move to the next one. This is some hard, no, this one. This is some hard skills that are necessary for ICT professionals. The systems of data, they are quite classical. The systems of data management, the software development, cloud computing, of course, now, some fundamentals for cybersecurity, monitoring of infrastructures, and of course, if you have a project manager role, you should know some project management tools, and documentation and reporting is always necessary. Of course, this is just a subset of the different hard skills, and this changes depending on your specific role in your work environment, and of course the level of expertise you have. On the other hand, the next slide, please. On the other hand, we have soft skills that are also quite important in our world. So this is just the more important part, and is the communication and collaboration. very, very important because you are part of a bigger ecosystem. So you need the clear expression of what you are thinking, of your ideas, and also teamwork because you need the feedback and also the help of other team members. Leadership and adaptability. It is a balance between to take initiative and also but stay flexible and collaborate with the rest of the team. Project and time management. You have to organize tasks efficiently and also try to solve any problems that arise. And the whole idea of the soft skills is that okay, hard skills are really important. It's very good that you have them, but since you are not working all alone, you are part of the team. You want to collaborate also with other teams. So soft skills are probably 50% of the whole work. The next one. So these are some technical steps in order to get familiar with the whole idea of ICT in a productive environment. So let's say since the title is from idea to product, these are the steps that we should follow. We have the problem identification, market research, of course, and some relevant user stories collection. We have a first design of the user interface and some technical details, then initial development and quality assurance testing. Of course, then the first release and the first feedback we are collecting for the users, and virtual and then an improvement in iteration in order to have the next versions of the product. And the other part of the slide, you can see also the different types of, let's say, product we have before the final one. So the first one is the proof of concept. Is that with the proof of concept, we are trying to test if what we want to create is technically feasible. Then we can have the prototype. Where we are testing the design and also we have some feedback about the user experience. The alpha version. The alpha version includes some internal testing of basic functionality. The beta version is for the collection of external user feedback. And the release candidate, this is the near final version for the final, and this is about the final testing of the product before the official release. It is not mandatory that we follow all these different versions, but these are more or less what we are trying to do during the development of a product. So I have, let's move to the next slide. I have some, very briefly, I present a use case we are part of, the Brains Research Infrastructure. This is a digital research infrastructure, a European one. Let's define the digital research infrastructure. It includes everything, the technology, tools, facilities, services, everything necessary for advanced research in a domain. This one, the Brains Array, is an open platform that provides a wide range of data and tools to enhance brain-related research. Both images are from the side of brain. And what it's trying to do is promoting a deeper understanding of the structure, function, and mechanisms of the brain in order to facilitate the development of more effective treatments, drugs, diagnostics for neurological and psychiatric disorders. Now, in the Brains Array, Athena Research Center is the technical coordinator. So let's move to the next slide. Is the technical coordinator, is responsible for the technical planning and strategy. Is a very good example of what is the ICT as part of research infrastructure. For example, the brains array, the main part of the personnel are neuroscientists. We are more or less the only team that is ICT relevant. And we have to collaborate with the neuroscientists in order to extract the requirements they have for their applications. Also to collaborate with different stakeholders in order to see what is the best user interface or the best approach to the different issues we have for the research infrastructure. We should evaluate new technologies and adopt some of them, of course. We have to collaborate with other technical teams apart from the other stakeholders. We have to be familiar with the different technical standards, the best practices, and also the different technical components they have already developed in the framework of this research infrastructure. And of course, once we have a first approach, a technical approach to what they want, we have further technical requirements to examine, technical resources that we have to manage. We should monitor the whole functionality of the research infrastructure. To implement some security policies, and of course we have also to document everything we are doing for the research infrastructure. Apart from this, we have different trainings for the different groups of users and a continuous support, technical support. So I think this was the last one. So it was quite brief in order to have further discussion and questions about whatever you want to ask.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I think I would just to break the ice between the participants and the audience between us. Let's make the first question. How difficult the ICT world is from your first years, from your career, Amaryllis, and from your study years till now? And how is the
Yeah.
combination between fun and difficulty? How fun
Yeah.
is inside the difficulty? And
It
how the
is, it is
faculty?
fun. I can start from this part because it's a very good question. It is fun. This is, I think, this is why we are all here, or at least most of us, because we have a new tools and new ideas, and we feel that we want to be part of these new ideas, and in many cases we can be part of these new ideas. I can, for example, the generative AI that we are listening to it everywhere now. Yeah, probably we are not part of the team that is making ChatGPT, but all the different part we are all the different things we are doing, and all the different ideas we have inside our teams. Uh, all these are part of the progress that guide us to this result. This is the fun part, of course, but it is also there is also the difficult part. I think the most difficult part is this continuous learning. So we should always be up to date for the different technologies. Every new best practice or every tool we should be familiar with. And if I go one step back, it is also difficult for women because even from the high school years, there is this prejudice that okay, the technology is probably not for girls, and it is better. The situation is much better now. But I think that in the society in general, there is this idea, it still exists, even if it is not very clear and it is not everywhere. There are a lot of people and a lot of professionals who are thinking that this is not a domain for women.
And I think this is a triggering question for more questions now from the audience. I open the floor to the audience. In case that you have any question written, I can transfer the written question to Amaryllis, or Amaryllis can show and can see the question and can repeat it, or we may continue this interactive dialogue. Any questions from Eva, from the European participants, from the Greek participants here? Okay, let me clarify this. I'd like to convey to the audience here that 2 days ago I've been on the National Technical University of Athens, where Amaryllis completed her first studies, your undergraduate studies, if I remember well, Amaryllis.
And also the PhD.
And also, I was
Yes.
ready to say about the undergraduate first, since I've been invited from 3 very different and very, very active groups led by women. Young Minds by NTUA, Young Minds working very hard on ICT and STEM. And this group is led by women. The second is the IEEE sector, also the young students coming from NTUA, again led by women. And these groups are connected by the young minds from National Capodistrict University of Athens, again with a high majority of women. And today we've been hosting a nice group of the first school in Greece that awarded by the first award on members of the computational thinking award, from 6 years old to 19 years old. And again, the participants, the students of the school, was half and half. So very optimistic flavor coming from the Greek, not only, I hope, Greek society regarding the participation of girls and women in digital world. So
Yes,
I think
indeed,
it's a great duty from our side to support the dream of women and girls, and not only, and underrepresented groups, to be part of this very nice ICT world.
And of course, it is natural that all these initiatives are mostly by women, because there are a lot of men that want to help and participate. But even if they want to, they cannot understand exactly the problem, the issue, because they can understand the salary gap, they can understand the opportunities, but they cannot understand fully the prejudice of the society, because they are lucky they haven't felt this for themselves. So yeah, this is something that should start from women, but also there are many men that can contribute and help.
Yes, this was the second very, very nice common ground, that open-minded men may help and may improve all the participation of the women to the nice ICT world. All these brave women that participated even on the school's sprint today, or on this event on National Technical University, were very much supported by open-minded men. It was a common ground. So if we don't have any more questions, I think we may close this interesting webinar, and we renew our meetings for the very, very next future. New webinars are coming from our side in order to inspire more women, not only women, to this technology world. Thank you very much. and see you soon.
Thank you very much. Eleni,
Thank
you have my contact details. I know that you
Yes,
are very
yeah.
active to this part, so if something occurs
If
and
so, yeah.
yes,
You're always in our mailing list and in active
thank
mailing
you,
list.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye. Have a nice
Bye.
afternoon. Bye-bye.